This is gonna be fun. Hey everybody, so as we're getting ready to pack for Michigan and Canada, we found it more beneficial to try to have one separate suitcase for Canada, which you'll see that later, but it ended up not being one, it ended up having to be two. So what we're having to do is, again, it kind of, the two go together, but you'll see it later. But the problem is, Matt and I couldn't fit everything we need for Canada in one suitcase with the kids' suitcase for Canada because we have a wide, itinerary for that day. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to take what usually is our travel schooling bag, and that's the one Matt and I are going to carry for our clothes and documents to get into Canada. And the kids are getting the full-size purple one. That way, we know the two purples go to Canada and the teal ones stay in Michigan and Tennessee. So today's portion, part one, I have to move all the travel schooling stuff that's going with us and all the activity stuff that I'm keeping in one bag together because they'll have stuff in their backpacks. Well, you may have already seen that. Don't remember yet. But I've got to move all that to the teal bag so that we can use the purple one. Yes, I probably could do the teal, but for memory's sake, it just works out better to say two purple ones to Canada, teal ones, Michigan and Tennessee. So I think some of you guys, especially some of you moms, totally understand what I'm saying. But let me show you what we're carrying for our travel schooling, because technically we're travel schooling at the end of our summer semester and beginning of when most public schools are supposed to start back. So we are keeping some documentation to use this trip as part of our school year as well. So let me turn on and show you what we're doing. So this is the first suitcase, and normally if I'm traveling by myself and I'm staying for more than 24 hours, this is my personal suitcase, my suitcase. And then this is the bag that goes with it. It ended up becoming our travel schooling bag as well, because this bag actually is on wheels, and my voice is getting hoarse from filming 10,000 packing videos. And it also has a handle to pull out for the roll portion. It also does have a shoulder strap, and it also has the hand strap on it. And it's the perfect size bag for us for carrying the supplies that we use for travel schooling purposes. But again, I would rather, just to make it more simplistic for the trip, to say the two purple ones go to Canada and then these are Michigan and Tennessee, because that just works out better for us. Plus also, this one is just a different fit, and I know how it already fits in a road trip bag because we've used it before, because we used it at Disney. I think we used it at Dream More, but we've used it on road trips before, so I already know it works. So why not just go ahead and use it? And then this one is going to go in the back, and I'll go ahead and show you, because I'm not going to show you any personal documentation by showing you this. I've already started putting stuff in here for Canada. I've already got some of the kids, actually those are my extra vitamins. I'll cover that later, and I don't have to move to a different bag. That's just in here for temporary purposes. That'll probably go to my suitcase later, and I've already filmed that, so I may just move them. Anyways, these are, that's not showing anything personal. These are our passports, and they're all in one bag. So they're already in here anyways. And I already told myself that. Our Wendy's gift card for travel is already in here. So some of that stuff is already in here. And so all I have to do is move any school stuff that we're taking with us to this bag instead. And it does allow to have more easy access, because this pocket's great, but it's hard to get the colored pencils out, which are actually in the bigger pocket. Whereas this one, I could probably move them to the side pocket. So let's kind of go over really quick what's in the travel school bag for this time. And I don't have the tripod set up because I'm on a short time limit. Like I said, I kind of shoved these in here getting ready for travel. They're my vitamins, and I'll move those to my personal suitcase later. Forgot to include that in there. And like I say, the passports are in here, and they're going to stay in here. These are doggy bags for the emotional support puppy. So what I'll probably do is move these to the last minute bag and then put one of these in the bag for Canada, because we want to be responsible pet people. Let's see, another thing that's in here, this is the shoulder strap I was telling you about. It comes with it. I just kind of keep it in here anyways. It felt weird for a minute. Everything feels wet because of the humidity in our area right now. These, they're a separate thing that pop out, and I may just take these out of here and put them in something else, or I may not. I don't think we actually need them this time, but also the kids kind of use them for like freelance drawing and things. But it's a protractor and a compass, and these are perfect for like especially high school kids to have on the go, because you never know. I've had those, you know, sudden assignments where all of a sudden those things are in there and you kind of need them. There's also the Wendy's gift card in here. I'm trying not to show you any numbers because yeah, activation and all that, but that was one that we bought ahead of time because we had 4 times fuel points for purchasing it, and we're going to use it in travel. This is a brand new pair of scissors we haven't opened yet because we haven't needed to. It does have the eraser end on it, but we try not to use that. We do have other erasers in here somewhere. Dryer sheets help to keep everything feeling fresh in suitcases when they've been stored a while. And we haven't actually done travel schooling in a while. A couple more pairs of scissors are also in here. There are erasers right there. This pocket has glue and pencil sharpener. These are my favorite. The Fiskars ones that close like these are my absolute favorite pencil sharpeners for home and travel. And then I only use flex rulers. I think these are all flex. No, there's one that's not. Mostly flex rulers for travel. In this little pocket, I don't know what it's actually designed for, but it's perfect for those rulers. I have to figure out how to get those in here because I don't have a pocket like that in that bag. Next pocket right here, I actually do have one fidget. It's a pineapple one, and it also has, it's a textured fidget, if you can see some of the little textures on there. So I try to keep at least one fidget in here. Then I'm not going to open them because I told the kids that I don't read these. These are just for the kids to have for travel if they want to. Each of them has their own personal journal in this bag. So this one's just a solid black one. This one is, it has a sloth on it and it's magnetic. I'm trying also not to move because I know how I'm going to rearrange the bag here in a minute. This one has a unicorn on it, and it comes with a little pouch for the mini pencils. And then I think there's a journal missing. There's a journal missing out of here. I'll talk to the one that belongs to. We also have a packet of the Colors of the World pencils because Rebecca needed that when doing some Answers in Genesis homework last year. So I figured why not have one for the travel bag. This is graph paper because, again, there's those surprise assignments for math sometimes when we're traveling, so it just makes it handy to have those on hand. Plus they're fun for those just like doodling. I also try to do stickers because they do have journals and day planners that they keep track of on our travel days, and it's part of how we track their progress when traveling for school. This is what I was talking about. So this is an entire box of just mechanical pencils, and it's a brand new pack, mostly a brand new pack. That's probably going to go in one of these side pockets. I will set the camera up on my dresser and kind of do a time lapse of packing it, but also like there's other stuff on the bed still because like one of the two that's sharing this suitcase right here was overnight with her grandmother, so she didn't get to finish yet. We're going to finish that in a minute, but I really just want to go ahead and get these bags done real quick while they kind of have a down day because we had a busy week of VBS last week. This one is also for one of mine. She also has a floppy folder. Her travel floppy folder matches this, and I just thought it'd be fun for her to have a second thing that she could just write in as well. These books you've seen probably 100 million times, but I'll go ahead and show them one at a time. The suitcase is not wanting to stay still. This was Insights. It was a coloring book for kids, and it's from a missionary. This one is the space glow-in-the-dark sticker one that came from Aldi. It has like space facts and glow-in-the-dark stickers. This one is Atlas of the World stickers. One of them still has not finished this one, but that's okay. We don't like hugely push for them to finish while we're traveling. And then this one is glow-in-the-dark animals, and they love doing these like at night because they can still kind of do them at night without like straining their eyes. Also, our van has like runner lights inside the cab, so they can do like some light book work at night if they want to. That's kind of what we do. And then these are the new ones that we purchased at Five Below, I think, recently. It's either Five Below Five Below, Hobby Lobby, or Ross. I can't remember. I think it was Five Below though. I think with that $3 sticker on there, although it says $1.50. These are around the world. They're advanced coloring books. They're very, very detailed descriptions of famous archaeological archaeological things from around the world. And then this one is, it's a sticker book that's supposed to be like, you can see the little, it makes like a collage as you do the stickers, but we found they don't stick very well, so she hasn't finished that yet, and we usually have to use glue with it. This, not opening. This is my travel documents for the kids. So this will probably stay in here. This has number 1, hotel confirmation. Number 2, no, it doesn't have the rental confirmation because my mother-in-law did that, not us. And like, instead of giving us a printout one, they sent us a text. So like, I'm still enough old school to where I know that there have been times that we've traveled before and there would be a storm in the area and it knocks the internet out and they would have trouble looking up reservations. But if we had the number, they've looked it up before and still been able to check us in, and we didn't have to wait for a storm to go through to check into our hotel room. So like, I'm still enough to where I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it because I don't want to have to wait forever to check in. So it does have hotel confirmation in here. It has backup information, I think, for our passports. I don't remember. It also has their proof of homeschooling. It has Matt and I's proof of being teachers. And it has adoption stuff for my oldest because her last name is currently still different from ours for complicated reasons that I don't feel like explaining in a YouTube video. And I think that's all that's in here. Oh, and it's also, I also printed a very, very detailed itinerary of our trip with each and every single stop that we're taking along the way. Oh, and it also has our paperwork for the puppy in here. So that's something that I keep kind of really, really under lock and key. Try not to leave it in the van whenever we're traveling, and sometimes I'll just shove it in my backpack in between trips. So that is with us, and that does need to go with us. So it'll have to go back in here. These are additional books of the nighttime glow-in-the-dark sticker animal books because not everybody started theirs. This one is really cool. We love it. I kind of wanted to take it on the trip, but it is a huge book. Like, this bag holds it, the new one's not going to. But there is stuff in here about some of the states that we're going to be visiting, and also national parks and some international things in here. So I really kind of wanted to bring it just for fun for the kids. Hi, Canada. See you soon. And I kind of wanted to just do it. This is more international stuff in the back. There we go. There's the US stuff in the front, which is why I actually bought it, because it had like a lot of state stuff, and our goal was to try to do every US state, and the thing is just fell. So I may try to still figure out how to get that with us, and it'll still give the kids something to do like in the evenings on the trip, and something fun they can do, and also on our second half of our stay where it's a lot more relaxed and we don't have a ton of planned activities, and that way we don't have as much downtime. Not that I'm afraid, a fan, or you know what, I could have filmed this whole time with this light on here and then you wouldn't have had all that shadowing. Sorry. And that actually helps you to see things a little bit better in here. Now you can see that. And now you can see how this fit in here. And then these books. Sorry, I could have done that the whole time. I really don't have time to refilm that though. But yeah, so you can kind of get a gist of what it's like. And also I've done this bag in like multiple videos. But yeah, so that is it for what was in there. And now I'm going to take the time to transfer all of this over to the teal bag, except for this book. Figure that out later. And yeah, let's get all this, as much of this as we can in here, and then I can get this bag started getting it packed, because I have to wait for Matt to get home to do his clothes. But my clothes are packed and ready, so let's get to it.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So this is the bag, and it is completely finished. I just haven't zipped it up all the way. So what I didn't show in here is there are grocery bags in here. We, in every suitcase, try to keep extra bags of some sort. The smaller bags, grocery bags, the bigger bags get trash bags, like full-size trash bags. I did put the purple one of these in this bag for the road trip portion, just in case we need it, and there's not another one available. And then I did move the poppet to this front pocket to make it a little more accessible to reach it. Let's move on to the side pockets right here. So this is actually from the Fun Schooling bag. So sometimes what we do on long road trips is we have one bag that we call the Fun Schooling bag and one we call the Travel Schooling bag. The Travel Schooling bag is before 3 p.m. and the Fun Schooling bag is for after 3 p.m. Well, that's where all of the coloring stuff with the erasable color pencils with all the colors usually stays. But for this trip, it just made more sense to only have one, since we have one extra adult and an emotional support dog going with us. So we're going to try to consolidate a little bit. Again, this bag is slightly wider, but also more narrow, so it's going to work out, balance out either way. Right here, there is the erasers, or there are the erasers and the sharpener, even though it's trying to focus on my hand instead. This is where the other pack of colored pencils are going to be. And so this way, anything that needs to be erased usually, or like colored or anything like that, and the sharpening tools are going to be in this pocket right here. And watch, we zip this one up right here like that. So let's go ahead and move on to the front part real quick so I can go ahead and get it zipped up. I did go ahead and move the scissors all to one pocket by themselves. Some of the other Samantha Brown bags, like this one, this top pocket would go all the way down and you would have all that space, but this one's actually divided up into two separate pockets. So it made more sense to take the definite sharp things like scissors and put them here. The stickers are going to be in a separate pocket right here. And then because these are a little bit bigger, anything for measuring, for drawing, are going to be here. The compass, the protractor, and the rulers all fit inside of this very thin, clear pocket. Now, from here, we're going to see a couple more things from the Fun Schooling bag. So these I showed in another video of like teen travel activities. I'll link that video up here and down there. But yeah, these are from that video. And then this is a to-go bag of tic-tac-toe. It's just super simple, and the rocks in here are easily replaced from Dollar Tree if something happens to them. And I'm trying to keep these separate, but I don't think that's going to work. And then also down here, this is from Chick-fil-A. It's a spot it game that they can take turns doing, and each of you takes one card and you get a new card once you've spotted all of these things. Another thing that you can do is you can actually play match with it to see who has enough cards to match items on it. Like, see if you have 2 cards that have a golf course or 2 cards that have an American flag. So they can also use it for matching. Like I've already shown you, the kids' journals are here. The graph papers here, writing journals. And then I think these are just all of their books. I already showed you their activity books, the space, the glow in the dark animals, the atlas, the 2 new ones that are coloring based, which is a good reason why I put that in here. The only thing I haven't added in here yet is I also have a personal coloring book for myself. I recently used it at our at-home vacation when we were having a gaming day, like in between gaming matches and stuff. I would color in that. And I'll probably add that in here for myself. But yeah, so that's an option as well. And then mechanical pencils are in here, as well as the glue stick. So a topic to cover really quick is, yes, my teens all have Switches. They have Nintendo Switches. But with this trip being so spread out and sporadic in different locations every day, we just decided this time to not bring them. They do have travel cases for them, but we just thought it would be a better idea to not bring them on this trip. And they were okay with that because they also had other things that they wanted to do, and they have their travel journals that they keep up with so that they can remember their travels as they get older. And like I said, there'll be individual things that each of them has in their backpack that they get to bring for doing for travel. But that is it for today's video. This is our updated travel schooling bag for teenagers of fun yet somewhat educational things for the teens to be able to do on a road trip. Again, it'll be 8 to 12 hours the first day. We're figuring 12 hours the first day, and then there will be 4 hours A couple days after that, there's 90-minute days, there's 1-hour days, there's 2-hour days. Like, there's so much driving back and forth. So there will be plenty of things in here to keep them busy. And yeah, so that is it for today's video. Thank you to all of our members for supporting this content and allow us to continue making videos. And thank you to every single one of you for liking, watching, positive comments, and subscribing. And we will see you next time.
We'll go.